What is up, chodes? How you guys doing today? Fucking just got an friend request on Epic. We're back with another episode 30.
Woo.
Today is going to be a nice and easy one again. You may have heard of this show. It's actually going to be the #1 trending show on Netflix pretty soon here. Squid Games.
The Squid Game.
The Squid Game.
I'm sorry. Is that racist?
Well, I mean, considering that's like Japanese,
Oh, that totally is. That's my bad. Sorry, guys.
yeah, sorry. Racism's cool.
No, it's not. No, it's just so fun. You know me. I love doing voices. You know, I do them all the time. But whatever.
Yeah.
No excuse. Cancel me.
Yeah, there you go. You're gone. Anyways, you know, it's hot. It's hot on the market. My mom actually saw Squid Game's advent calendars for Christmas already.
Oh, really?
That's how hot it is. Yeah.
It's actually kind of dope, but I don't know if I'd want a Squid Game calendar because a lot of them are freaky, like the pictures.
Well, okay, but also like the whole premise is like you get your kid this Squid Game like imagine a mom who's just shopping for calendars and like this catches her eyes for some reason because she thinks it's Among Us. My kid loves Among Us, but it's a South Korean film about bankruptcy and hundreds of people getting manslaughtered.
Yeah,
over
why?
inhumane games.
Mom, why does this Among Us guy have a square on his face?
Mama, there's a lot of bodies on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, okay, so that one kind of blew my mind a little bit. I don't know how it relates to Christmas, but whatever. So it's huge. And I think we're going to talk a little bit about that. We both watched it all.
We did.
This is a spoiler alert if you haven't watched it. So
True.
right now, you know, if you haven't watched it, tune out to this one. As much as I'd love the view, and we would love the extra view. Don't want to spoil it for you, so spoil alert's coming.
True. I feel like we're gonna go down the. You know, on TikTok, when you're scrolling on your FYP, and all of a sudden you get to like a couple of podcast dudes or people, and they're like, "Oh my God, did you hear in the Avengers where this is such a crazy conspiracy?" And like third party, you know, fucking story, you have to know. And the other guy's like, "Oh, really?" I feel like we're like, that's how we're starting it, but we're not going down that way.
Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. We're just going to talk about the show.
Yeah, we are. You know, dude, I am curious though, because I don't know. I feel like ever since you got yourself a little girl turtle, dude, like you just forget about me. What are you doing these days? You know, what are you up to?
Yeah, I guess, I got a new job.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm selling bongs. I'm selling fucking dab rigs.
He's a
I'm
drug
learning
dealer.
a lot. Yeah, I'm a drug, but it's technically not labeled that anymore because it's legal. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a crazy easy job. I think I'm actually gonna stay at this one.
Nice.
Yeah. It's really good. So things are really good right now. Like today was kind of hectic. I woke up and like instantly had to do shit for hours and just run errands. The adult life is actually ass.
Yeah, it is.
Because I really miss like waking up and just like, fuck, I could go back to bed for 4 more hours, but instead I had to use that 4 more hours to fill out tax paperwork and go get groceries and clean and put away groceries and clean more. And it's kind of like, I kind of wish my mom would just change my diaper.
Bro, I'll change your diapers. Say less.
You know, so shit, you know, that's all I've been doing. Just living, new apartment's great, all of that.
Nice,
fucking
hell
hoo-yah. Actually, there's one story. So
all right, let's hear it.
Like 4 days ago, I went to go get my food, skip the dishes. It's like DoorDash, but like Canadian.
God, I fucking hate that name.
We have DoorDash here as well.
Skip the dishes. Excuse me, can I have some skip the dishes, please? Order some skip the dishes.
But it makes sense, right? Because you're skipping the dishes.
I know, it definitely makes sense. It's such an inconvenient name to say. Oh, you know what, honey? We'll order skip the dishes tonight. Like instead of like we'll order DoorDash.
So right, but we just skip. That's what we like. That is the.
It makes sense. Skip, okay.
You know.
It makes sense. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, you don't fucking have to like it. Anyways, I went to go get down my food.
Okay.
And fucking I got my food, and these people who there's like a group of 5 people who are about like my age, maybe a little bit older.
Right.
They used the elevator before me. They were the last ones to use the elevator because like they were big groups. So I didn't go in with them because like the whole COVID shit, and I was like respecting that. The elevator comes down. It's full of fresh spit. Spit dripping down the walls.
Seriously?
Spit dripping down the buttons. Oh yeah, dude. I filed a report.
Did you even go in that, or did you take the stairs?
No, I'm not. I'm on the top floor. I went in it and smashed my fucking floor number with my bag.
Oh God, bro, that sucks because apparently COVID is like it just like the particles float around in the air, right?
For at least 2 hours minimum, it can survive.
Okay, so what did you do? Did you get completely naked outside of your apartment door and then like put your shit in a bag and then throw it in the wash or what?
No,
man,
I didn't.
You got COVID lingering in your apartment right now, bro.
Yeah, but I got that fucking Flintstones gummy I took 10 years ago fighting it off. So
it's ready to go, dude. We got that 10G already. Well, luckily you got the vax, and the vax is supposed to help fight it. So fuck it.
I haven't had any symptoms since, or I haven't had any symptoms. So anyway, so that's the weird story. How have you been? Because I haven't heard much from you ever since I've been locked up.
Been distracted.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
No, it's cool, man. Just still working, living life, you know, saving money, playing a lot of video games still.
Right.
Yeah, just kind of kicking it, dude. I have to take this math test on Monday, which will be tomorrow when this episode drops. So yeah, Monday, and it's just giving me anxiety. It's super easy math, but what sucks is they break it down into like HVAC style
scenarios
or themed questions. Yeah. Instead of just being like, oh, 22 over 30 divided by 5 over 10. Like, what is that? No, they say like, oh, we have a 22.5 pound bottle of refrigerant.
It makes sense though.
It does make sense. It just throws me the fuck off because I like math because it's always consistent for the most part.
Right.
Typically taught the same way as, you know, when I was going to school. And so it's easy in that sense. But when you throw in refrigeration talk, because then there's more steps than just saying, hey, divide this and this. It's like you have to take this and now you have to take it and turn it into a decimal format. And then you have to make sure that now you're in ounces, and then you have to eventually turn it into pounds again. And it's just like, it's a lot. It's giving me a lot of anxiety and overwhelming me.
Right.
But
I hate math.
I'm trying to stay whelmed, dude, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. But I got a question about that. So like,
what?
Let's say, because like, is there a loophole around this? Because like, it's good that they're doing that because like, you need to know it when you're on the job, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, could you, instead of, so you just take it as a math term, right? You just like you said, like just use the math term. So with the same numbers and everything, could you calculate the right amounts of like refrigerant, cooler, whatever you need if you knew what each refrigerator needed, like the amount? Like let's say one refrigerator needed 28 amount of X, whatever. I don't what unit of measurement is it in?
It's pounds and ounces.
Pounds. Okay, so let's say one needs 28 pounds. Let's say one needs 5 pounds. Let's say one needs 10 pounds. Instead of like doing it the way they want you to with like, you know, combining it, could you just like take the numbers, do the equation, and then you know which one needs which?
Yeah. Like, so yeah, like when you're going out and doing, you know, I will say that that has to be a very big refrigerator if you're putting 28 pounds into it.
No, I know.
You don't
like
know.
An example.
Look, man, I'm the fucking tech. Leave it to me. All right. If you're trying to blow yourself up, put 28 pounds of refrigerator.
Oh,
actually,
bro.
Fun fact: butane is like the main chemical compound in just a regular refrigerator.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I actually learned that from my job.
It's just gonna blow you up. Oh yeah, because like with your job with the wax
for butane torches and shit, and we sell butane canisters, and we actually have people come in who buy butane from us for like construction shit.
Well, and I'm pretty sure that when, like, I know you guys don't deal with this side of like when you're taking weed and like turning it into wax or whatever, like that whole process, but that whole process is done with butane. Which is kind of crazy.
It is. Just you can make shatter, concentrates, you know, anything.
It's super nuts. But it's cool, man. Like, yeah, I just have to like get out of my head, like kind of third person see it as opposed to just like looking at it just straight on. I have to just take this number and take this number and divide that number and then take that number, divide it by this number. So I just have to like pull out certain information to be able to see the picture as opposed to trying to take it all in at once. Because you know me, my brain gets fucking flooded with all kinds of thoughts.
Oh yeah,
because of that ADD brain, bro. So I try to take it in all at once, and it fucking overwhelms the shit out of me. But it's cool, man. It should just be this one test that we just have to pass, and that's it. And we don't have to do that type of shit again until we get into electrical type of math.
I'm so proud. My little schoolboy is graduating.
You know,
college.
4 more years. 4 more years.
He's growing up so fast.
But yeah, dude, other than that, just, you know, playing a bunch of video games. I got to get back up on that TikTok and keep cutting clips for YouTube because I've been slacking on that. So I got to get back up on that. I know. I got to do it.
Well, no. I haven't been doing much for anything of the fucking podcast either. So I'm not going to say anything. Like,
is this great marketing material for while we're live?
It's just like, fucking Anchor just won't work. Twice now. It's fucking, like when you're like, did you forget to upload it? I'm like, I wish it was as easy as I forgot to upload it. I fucking wish, because if I forgot to, that just means Anchor would have worked. I would have just went, there it is. It's working. My whole computer has been acting really fucking weird lately. So
I wonder what it is.
It could be a million things. I have no error codes to go off of. I have no anything. It's not blue screening.
Right.
It's just, I don't know.
Technology for you. It's supposed to make our life simpler, and yet it makes it more complicated.
Well, when it works, it works. And when it doesn't work, it's like, well, I don't know how it even is able to work to begin with. So I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah. Dad,
fix the site you don't own.
Papa Chunk.
Yeah,
I
please.
Need you.
Please come over, fix my PC.
Daddy. Peepo simp.
Simp.
With the fingers pointing towards each other.
And the fucking ooh fingers.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, what's up?
All right, so I want to know like your initial thoughts, like before we like dig into Squid Games. I want to know your like initial thoughts of it. Like, did you think it was good? Did you think it was bad, lackluster, exciting?
It it was interesting at first. Exciting. I thought it was more exhilarating than exciting, I think.
Right.
Just because I didn't know what was happening.
Like thriller shit.
Yeah, well, and in my mind, you already know that Asian cinematography is always shot differently and stories are told differently. So going into it, whenever I'm going into a foreign film like that, I always try to just say like, okay, look, I can't expect to see or go along the same type of like study guide that a lot of American films go on. So I just kind of just try to take it in. I just try to chill out. What does suck though is reading subtitles and trying to watch the movie at the same time.
Right.
I did try to, I watched the dub for a few episodes with the English dub, and just like a lot of other people were saying, it never matches like their expressions.
Feels off.
It does. And it threw me off. And I was like, okay, fuck it. Let me try to dub it and put the subtitles. And then all of a sudden I find myself, I find myself just studying everything. Like, okay, I'm trying to watch the movie and hear what they're saying in the dub, but the dub is completely different from the subtitles that are being displayed. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
It's a bad mix. Netflix fucked that up. Like, it's so bad. Because, like, the only reason, like, I could pay attention and I was holding on to, like, the storyline was, like, because I'm just used to watching, like, anime and subtitles. So, like, I'm used to, like, paying attention to it's like, I'm looking at what's happening and reading at the same time. Like, I'm not directly looking at the subtitles.
It's weird, man. Even because I put my subtitles on everything. So even if I'm watching just a regular show like Superstore on Hulu, for instance, we're sponsored, so go watch it. Obviously, thank you. Like I still have the subtitles, and it still distracts me. But I don't want my TV on loud when I'm going to sleep because I'm still one of those people that watches TV as I fall asleep. So I try to read the subtitles as I fall asleep because it tires me. But I find myself being so distracted because of my ADD brain that I just follow along with the subtitles and barely see what's going on in the screen, which is what happened like with the first couple of episodes. So I actually rewatched the first 2 episodes like 3 times.
Right.
It was pretty
like
bad.
A lot of it is because like I was even talking to Mattis when I was watching it with her. A lot of like the conversations, even in English, like that the English conversations didn't feel right. They felt like super monotone and scripted and like not even like two people who fluently spoke English would not talk like that.
Yeah.
Like that's just not how they would go at all. And that was one of the things that Netflix took backfire on, and they should, because they do such a half-assed job on one. Subtitles aren't actually portraying what the people are saying,
Right.
and the dubs are half-assed as fuck. Like it's they need to fix that. But like overall, like the show is like, for me, it was cool. Like I was invested the whole time.
Oh yeah. No, it was definitely captivating. I love movies like that where it's kind of like that battle royale style, or like
Well, there's another Korean film
instance.
called BR, Battle Royale, and that's like, it's another film like that came out a while ago.
There you go. That, subliminally, that name probably came into my mind because I was reading articles just about Squid Game in general, and they kept saying Battle Royale, but I kept thinking that it was a style of movie rather than it actually being a movie.
Yeah, it's another Korean film.
That solidifies that.
Yep.
But it's, what's funny is when I was listening to the English dub over, what's his name, bro? The main guy, Sung
456.
Yeah, 450. Thank you, 456. Yeah. The English dub over sounds like the guy of the voice for Bob's Burgers.
Oh, the one that does Archer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It sounds. Yep. I couldn't get out of my head, and I couldn't get him out of my mind every time he spoke in the English dub. But all in all, I thought Squid Games was great. I thought it was fun is a weird way to put it. It's a dark way to put it, but it was.
It's different because like overseas cinematography is they're much more open about like violence and grotesque shit than North American film is. Like
I feel like it's on a different level because American films like Saw, for instance, that movie is
cheesy.
It's super cheesy, but it's really fucking gory. And I think probably what you're saying, right, is like the
seriousness of it,
the mental torture, which Saw is kind of mental and physical torture, but
it's still it's cheesy. Like it's not people fighting for their lives because they're bankrupt and they don't have to.
Which makes me think, like, what about Hunger Games? Like they have to.
It's not that gory though.
Yeah, that movie is not gory, but the thought of it, like
PG-13.
Yeah, that's true. And the book was way better than the movie, but but it's still, you're fighting for your life. But I do see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying and how they're trying to portray.
Like that's
the
why
intensity.
That's why a lot of overseas films don't make Netflix. That's like, how many overseas films have you fucking seen on Netflix? They are all either stand-up comedy, raunchy comedy, romantic dramas, or they're fucking war films. True. They're like I'm gonna kill aliens, or D-Day, or which, like, don't get me wrong, great historical remake of fucking past events.
Yeah,
but they're just not on the same level. Like they're not the same thing.
Yeah, something. Even the movie like what is it? The Grudge, which takes place in Japan, and The Grudge is originally a Japanese film or story, and then we took it and Americanized it, with what's her fucking name, the girl from I Know What You Did Last Summer, Sarah Michelle Gellar. We redid it, and there is something creepy about like Asian horror, but it doesn't hit the same way as if you were to see it as a Japanese flick,
No, they're much more like relaxed about violence in that sense in their cinematography. But it was really a cool take on like the writer and the creator of the show Squid Games. It was a cool take of his like own thought process of what was going on in his own country with bankruptcy. I
was gonna tell you, school me a little bit on that, because until I started reading articles, I didn't know that deep. So it was something about Korean debt, I think you were telling me.
Yeah, so because Korea is the second worst in debt out of any country in the world, and like we're not far behind. Like Canada and the States, like they're not really that far behind per person in debt.
Right.
But Korea is the second worst. So it was a real interesting take on like humanity, and like I guess like maybe what the writer of the show like was seeing and feeling, and how far people would go for money and to get out of debt, and kind of like capitalism. Like it was a huge shoot on capitalism,
which is kind of that mental torture almost.
Right. Right, exactly, and like rich people for fun, fucking watching this and betting on
them.
people.
Dude,
Yeah, right. So it was crazy, but there's also some other things like did you catch on to like some of the huge plot twists early?
So the first one that I noticed was with Grandpa 001.
Right.
And the only reason I caught this, I told you I had watched the first episode like 2 or 3 times, and
Right.
I remember seeing it the first time, but I was so busy trying to focus on the subtitles that I didn't really see it until the second time when I put on the English dub over, and it was when they were playing Red Light Green Light, and
Right.
in one of the scenes where the doll focuses in the area of 001, the grandpa, or the old man rather, it doesn't show that he has a green overlay. Like,
right. That's a good observation.
and I didn't catch it at first, and unfortunately, like, I saw it and I was like, I didn't really think much of it because it's very faint still over him, but not as like prominent as all the other ones look in that scene or like that capture.
Right.
But I didn't really think of it. So to answer your question simply, no, but I did catch that one. Did you catch more?
Yes.
All right, let's hear it.
When they were playing
Blow
marbles,
my mind.
Okay, when they were playing marbles, he was acting all like he had dementia, right?
Right.
And he was playing with the main 456, and he had one marble left.
Yep.
So it was like, there's no way. But we never saw him get shot. He's the only character we never saw get shot. Every person was brutally shot in the head or murdered, and we saw it on screen. So instantly, when it went away and we just heard the gunshot, I was like, nope, that doesn't make sense, because the fucking every person, like Ali, the man from Pakistan, he was like, even him with like big plot. I thought he had big plot armor, shot in the fucking brain right in front of us.
And you see the blood, right?
And you see their bodies,
which solidifies that guy was killed. Yeah.
Right. And black coffins. Them all getting put in black coffins. We never saw him get put in a black coffin. We never saw him get shot in the head. We only heard.
Shit, we're turning into one of those TikToks. I seriously did not catch it, but I do remember the scene. And I think when the camera pans out after 001 supposedly gets shot, you don't see I don't think you were supposed to see a body laying there, but like, you don't see any blood dripping. You don't see any blood, like a blood puddle or anything.
No.
Like you were to see with other people. Damn, that's honestly nuts.
Yep.
Well, maybe if I wasn't too busy trying to read the subtitles, bro, I would have fucking caught it. Right.
Small brain, head ass, bro. No,
no, seriously. All right, tell me another one, because that's actually super cool.
When the police man was infiltrating whatever, and he was reading through the documents, and in 2015, his brother won the 2015 Squid Games.
Yeah.
Right. That made me think that he was the man behind the mask, because his brother was missing for so long, and it was current because the film was shot in 2020,
right?
Or the show was shot in 2020. So like, I was kind of like correlating dates and whatever. Me and my mom were talking about this, and so we both kind of thought that he was the dude behind the black mask, like the face mask. Just because like, it just seemed odd that he was missing for so long, right? And all the other contestants like had left seemingly with their money, and this guy was still missing after winning in 2015, and the current date was 2020, even in the show, I believe.
So okay, back it up a little bit.
Right.
So the guy who won in 2015 went missing, and you're saying that you think that the guy who won is the guy behind the mask, or
he is. It's solidified. Okay,
gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Okay.
Remember the policeman who infiltrated the shit? The detective, the young detective. How did you? He was huge.
Dude, I'm telling you, these subtitles fucked me up, bro. I'm telling you.
Okay. So there was a police officer who was he looked very young, but he was obviously whatever. He like crawled under the van, and then he killed one of the fucking pink suit dudes in the van.
Yeah. I do know.
That's the police dude.
Okay.
And earlier scenes, the police dude's brother was missing. It's like he went to his apartment, his missing brother's apartment, and he saw one of the Squid Game cards.
Like
wrapped in a black box.
No shit.
And then the policeman infiltrated the Squid Game's headquarters because he was hiding, dressed up as a fucking pink suit dude,
right?
And like acting like them. And then he went into the main guys, the black dude or the fucking the black masks, like the head. What was his name? He was the head.
Dude, you're really asking me? I just learned the old man's name like 10 minutes ago.
Right. He was the head honcho, right? He was one of the head honchos, the housekeeper, or whatever.
Like like the leader of like the guys in pink.
Yeah, he was like taking care of them.
Okay.
He was the front of house. He was the front of house. That's what he was called.
Gotcha.
And so the police detective goes into the front of house's like room, right? Like his big ass, like beautiful, like office space. Do you remember that? Like the office space that was like beautiful. And then he goes down in the basement and finds the files of his brother. He found his brother winning in 2015. That's been missing ever since.
Oh no shit. So
that's why I thought it was the dude that wore the black mask, because all this time has passed and he still isn't anywhere.
Jesus Christ, bro! I'm gonna have to go back and fucking watch this all over again.
Yeah, because the detective and like they have a standoff with each other on the mountain once the sheriff runs away and shit.
Yeah,
and they figure out like he's like, holy shit, it's my brother, and he's like, holy shit, it's my brother, and they both shoot each other in the arm, and then the policeman falls off the fucking cliff, and it's like a cliffhanger. Well, is he dead? Is he not dead? Which is gonna, leading to season 2. Is he gonna come back and team up with the main character? Because at the end, the main character says, "Fuck this! I'm not going on my flight to see my daughter, even though I should. I'm gonna go shut down Squid Games."
I read it. I was like reading something where it's like with the brothers, like they didn't kill each other like on purpose, or one of them didn't try to kill another one.
They both shot each other in the shoulder on purpose. Yeah,
because they didn't want to fucking kill each other, right?
Because they didn't want to kill each other.
Okay, all right. So that was intentional. The article
was intentional.
The article was written like, oh, they had to like quote unquote kill each other, but they didn't want to, so they purposely didn't aim for a kill spot.
Yeah, they just shot each other in the shoulder. But so like me and Matt, because I was like, is this gonna be like dumbass show logic? Because the cliff was pretty big that he fell off of. So I was like, if there is a season 2 and he comes back, this is so unrealistic. Because fucking, I understand it's a show, but I looked up how high do you have to fall into water to die? Like what is the fatality rate? Because it's like hitting concrete, right? At some point.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. It's 10 stories. 150 feet is 98% fatality rate.
Yeah.
Without being shot in the arm, nonetheless.
You're bleeding and then fall off a 10-story building, essentially. And then
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's definitely a 150-foot cliff.
He's
like,
the 2%, bro. He's the 2%. What do you mean?
But he vouches out of that 2% by being shot in the fucking arm.
Hey, bro, but it wasn't death, He wasn't death.
Well, I get it. Like, he'll come back. But
so it would piss you off if he didn't die.
It's just like...
Just because of physics.
Just because of, like, physics of, like, him, like, one... Okay, let's say he doesn't die, and let's say the cliff isn't actually, like, 150 feet.
Yeah.
So that increases his chances a lot of surviving, and depending on how he lands. But how do you swim within a fucking ocean with a shot arm?
Okay, but think about it this way, man. Adrenaline can get you through a lot.
Adrenaline can get you through a lot, but also just because you don't die doesn't mean you can't break bones on impact on water.
No, definitely.
While being shot, right?
But I mean, you have people who are like, okay, like this might be a little bit of a stretch, but people who are in real life on PCP and are getting shot and beaten by police officers to get this guy under control. They see fucking him have like this unreal fucking power and doesn't die instantly. Like there are videos out there.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I just mean like 9 times out of 10, like shoot somebody in the arm and then watch them jump off a fucking 90-foot cliff.
And he's dead.
And he's going to die, right? Like that was my problem with it. Anyways.
Okay.
So for me, I was like, it's gonna be a show. This is signifying a season 2. The end of the show, like, definitely solidified for me that they have to make a season 2, whether the season 2 is gonna suck or not. But yeah, no, it was a good show. I liked what it signified.
Oh,
Um,
which was
the capitalism and bankruptcy rate and debt rate, sorry, per person in North or South Korea, sorry.
yeah, that are like a mass amount of people who are living under poverty,
Right.
far under like the poverty fucking rate,
And who still owe an insane amount of money.
and then how these big fucking rich gurus or whatever, these big
Right.
fucking wigs are sitting here playing with all of their emotions for
And
their
people's lives.
for their own fun and giggle.
Right. And it was interesting, like, is kind of a take on how far will people go for money.
Okay.
What is a person's life worth?
So let me ask you this then, and this is going to be more spoilers, right? More than we've
Right.
already said. But what about 001, who is behind like everything and setting everything up?
Right.
So what about him? Like, is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? Because he's dying either way. That part was real.
Right. He's a okay. So I think he's like a fucking. I think he is a bad guy.
Or,
Like,
or let me hold on. Let me say this. Or
Right.
is he a guy who sees the corruption and like huge divide in
Okay.
in like opulence, right?
He does.
So is he trying to like get these people to actually make good choices, or?
But the way he okay, well, see that logic could be pulled apart so easily. So like,
Okay.
because like, before actually I get into this, there is remember when they had the Democratic vote about leaving?
Yeah.
And they came back a second time. 001
He
actually
says no.
was the well, he says no, and he was the decider on
Right.
it, right?
Yep.
So he gave them a second chance to not come back or to come back.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
I'm following.
Right. Okay. So we'll just bring that up as like that's something that happened, that they came back
which is
on
a good
second time.
Which is a good thing by him, because it kind of shows that he only wants people to be there that truly want to be there, as opposed to quote unquote tricking people into this deathly game that they're gonna end up playing, right? So like,
that could be okay for this instance, because the Squid Games has been going on for a long time, because in the
Right.
files it went all the way back to the 2000s.
Okay.
So he may not have done that. There may not have been a democratic vote at all since then, because like the dude who fucking brought it up was like seeing the loopholes in the consent form they had to sign. So, there's probably not a lot of votes on whether to leave the game or not, or that early on. I still think he's a bad dude, because realistically, he has all this money and all this wealth, and he sees people struggling. He sees whatever. He could pay off their debts without making them murder each other. It's still when he was on his dying bed, right? And the last scene, he says that they wanted to experience fun and entertainment, and that they were bored, and that's why they created the games. It's so sick and fucking maniacal and twisted. He is a bad guy. Like, that is a sick, and just because you're bored.
It does. It's kind of. Is it sociopathic or is it psychopathic? I kind of get him confused sometimes.
I think it's sociopathic.
Because, and what I was saying is like, when you had asked me at the beginning is like, if I caught anything that, and I told you the green overlay when they were playing red light, green light.
Right.
I found it weird, but goddamn was 001 really good at playing it, because it threw me off.
When he was amazing.
When he was playing like he was actually starting to literally lose his mind.
He did a great job
in giving up his marbles. 456 was taking advantage of him, and it's like, okay, 001 knows he's literally dying.
Yeah.
So is he just messing even with himself and be like, oh, how many marbles can I give up, and then try to bet it all at the very end?
I think it was a test on even a good person, like even somebody. This is how I viewed it.
Okay.
So 456 inherently was hands down probably one of the like morally best people there.
Right.
He wanted to not cause harm to other people, from what I've seen or what I got out of it. Out of all of them, he didn't want to cause harm to people. as
Man,
little possibility as he can.
really
Same
like
with
that
Ali.
Indian guy, bro.
So did I. I did not want him to die.
Me
I almost
either.
punched my monitor.
Oh, he got fucked so hard, bro.
Dude, he got shot. I'm glad that dude stabbed himself in the neck at the end. So well deserved. Anyways, so I think 001 was even testing the morality of somebody you think is a good person.
Yeah.
How far will they go? Are they actually going to break their, moral code? What they know is wrong and what they know is right. I think he was testing that because they signified friendship and like brotherhood before they played the marbles.
Mm-hmm.
Ganji?
Yeah.
Or right? That they were friends. They were like friends forever.
Right.
So I think it was a test of like friendship and like morals and morality and how far are you willing to go rather than like how far can I push myself? Because I think he already knew how far he was pushing himself.
I don't know, man. Well, let me ask you this, but because I know you have a lot, but I want to ask you is like, there's a difference. Like if you were put in a room with one of your really good friends, you would probably maybe like more than likely you would probably take a bullet, right? For your friend.
It would be hard. Like I honestly couldn't decide.
Okay, so therefore there is a possibility that I don't think that that determines on whether or not you're a morally good person because you're being put in a situation of life or death. And when you're put in a situation of life or death,
fight or flight.
You have to fight. Exactly, you have to fight.
It kicks in. But the thing is,
does that actually mean that you're a good, morally sound person when you're put into a situation like that?
Right. No, that's a great point to bring up. But the thing is like, this wasn't like, he was manipulating the old man.
He was taking advantage of what he thought.
Exactly. And he had and the old man wrung it out the entire time. He had a lot of time to think about what he was doing.
Right.
So I think it's a little different than just taking a bullet for your friend kind of deal. Like I think it's, who's going to get shot, me or him? And you have to decide right there. I think it's a little different because he had so much time to know what he was doing. He had 5 different turns to take the man's marbles and know it was wrong. And each one he did it. And he felt like shit. But there is that survival instinct. Like they're like 100%. Because like I was thinking about it myself. Like if I ever was in a situation of like I had to kill somebody and like it was life or death. Well, yeah, I think I would do my best to not have to, but like if I had to, yeah, I think it just comes down who wants to live more.
I don't know. I don't. It's weird because the guy who fucked Ali, right?
Right.
It's almost similar to. I mean, that guy, he fucking felt bad. I think he felt bad for what he was doing, even though.
But there's a huge difference because he fucked his friend and knew he fucked his friend on the cookie challenge. There was that on the cookie challenge. He fucked his friend on. Yeah. He fucked all of them because he already knew what was happening. He made a correlation.
So does it make you morally sound to go through an entire game and give everybody a fair chance, or is it better, or is it better to? Sure, you're fucking your friends, but is it better to just get everybody else eliminated so that way you can stay alive? Like, is it better to just let everybody play, or is it better to play strategically that way you can get out of there? Because ultimately, not only because of the money, but you want to survive as well.
Right. I think morally it's better to have as many people survive as possible. Especially given the amount of money.
Yeah. It's a lot of fucking money.
It was a lot of fucking money, like even in their currency. So like morally, I'm on the side of trying, like apparently, so there can only be one winner, right? So that's the only shitty situation, but trying to find a way around that morally for sure, definitely would be my plan.
Mm-hmm.
And if there wasn't any way around it, then I couldn't even give you an answer on what the fuck I would do.
Yeah.
But like that for the, in that instance, the guy also slit the woman's throat, right? The friend of 456, like he is he's gone off the bean,
right?
Like he's an asshole.
Off the bean.
He's off the bean, man. Money got him fucked up. So you know, that's my take on it. Yeah, I don't know. It was a fucking great show.
I think let's wrap up this segment and then get into our last little thing.
Right.
I did want to touch on was like, when I got done with it, or even during it, I was like looking up, not for spoilers or anything. And fortunately I didn't see any, but like going through some of these tweets of like, how like people are talking shit about it. Like, I just don't understand. Like, this guy says, I don't see why it's so fucking popular. Shit's going to die in about a month. So I don't see why people are so hyped about it. Watched one episode and it was ass cheeks. Shit's all over my YouTube recommended. I'm tired of it. Among Us looking ass. Like how are you are you just like hating because of the hype?
Yeah, I think it is hating because but like he also doesn't. He also has a point, because think about how things move nowadays.
Sure.
A week is popular one week and then it's not. Right?
Right.
So like he's not wrong. It is the hype is now and it's gonna die in at least a month or so.
Yeah, I mean, but when it comes down to it, like this show,
I'm not agreeing with him.
Yeah, no, I know you're not. But like when it comes down to it, like in response of this guy, like yeah, everything gets hyped up, and then it just either levels out or it just kind of just falls by the wayside.
It's just an unnecessary tweet. I think he's just trying to go against the grain and be like, oh, I fucking I hate this because everyone else fucking likes it. Yeah. Honestly, like just reading subtitles, my intelligence can't handle that.
That was another one that I was trying to get to. I was trying to find it here in this list of tweets that I have listed, but another one was like, oh, I hate reading subtitles, or like I hate dubbed over. It's just like, I don't know, dude. I get it,
but then you don't need to tweet it.
Yeah, it's just so small-minded. Like, oh, this one guy was saying like, oh, you know, like if this was in America, you know, it wouldn't even last, when we literally make American films similar to this, where it's mental and physical torture and they go through the fucking charts and explode out of the box office. Like Americans like love this type of shit. So if you're a lazy ass,
Hunger Games is the premise of it, just less gory.
Exactly. And I was like, just because your lazy ass doesn't want to fucking read a couple subtitles doesn't mean it's bad. It's just all these, I just feel like they're really fucking ignorant, and I was really bugged about it. So I just wanted to bring it up.
No, that's a good point. And like, I mean,
pisses me off.
Shit. If people hate you or hate what you make, then you sort of made it. You know,
exactly.
Very context heavy on that one, but
I had sorry, I heard a weird fucking sound. It came from outside and I can hear it reverberating through my headphones. But I had an acting teacher, because I was in acting my junior year, because I needed, like, I can't remember what type of credit I needed, but she would always say, she's like, look, if you watch a bad movie and it pisses you off, or it makes you sad, or if it makes you feel anything,
it did its job.
It did. That's literally word for word. It did its job, and the director portrayed whatever he needed to portray, or got something out of you. And it's like, so it's like, yeah, there are really shit movies out there, but if they make you feel anything, bro, like they fucking got you.
It did what? It's just like clickbait.
I love that.
Fucking
you know that.
Click the video.
it
got you. It doesn't matter how much you fucking hate it. They got you. They piqued your interest.
Click our Apple and our Spotify. Just click them, bitch.
Are we not clickbaiting enough? Like,
yeah, right, dude. I'm gonna make this thumbnail. You're gonna fucking love it. You're gonna love it.
Okay. Like, I think we should title this like Saudi Arabian oil prince vlogs with us or something.
Just try to get all the fucking dude.
And like put like a G-Wagon and then a Squid Game dude.
God damn it. It's like the people outside are like being loud. Like I can hear them. I don't know if they're coming through like to
no,
you,
you're good.
It's like really
I heard it
annoying.
once, but that's it.
Yeah, super annoying. All right, let's get into. So I wanted to play. I brought it up. I wanted to play a little fucking Squid Game trivia battle royale game, right? So now we're not going to do trivia over the, you know, things of the movie, or we're not going to theme the movie. But look, if
in the essence of it,
bro. We have 5 questions, guys. 5 questions. 4 of them, yeah, they're cool. They're whatever. And then we have some bangers in there, bro. And if you fucking answer wrong,
you die.
You die.
Like just on the spot.
On the spot. And this is how we're gonna do it. Highland, you're gonna ask me first,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
All right, cue the non-copyrighted Asian music, Korean music.
Right.
That's for me later.
Yeah. What color is Clifford the Big Red Dog? Oh, I said it in the thing.
Fuck you, dude.
I mean, you said easy.
Oh,
my
red,
hard
red,
one,
red.
you are not gonna get.
No, I'm gonna get it. Red.
Okay, there you go.
Wait,
Ding, ding, ding.
you know what?
You
Let's play 1-1. Let me ask you one now. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What's the name of the place you go to see lots of animals?
A zoo.
You survived a round.
Okay. Who hosted Jeopardy?
Oh shit! I really fucking don't know his name.
What?
Hold on, it's like
He passed away.
Bob something.
No.
Is that not the Jeopardy guy?
I will give you his first name as like a one-time fucking ticket card, Alex. And
Oh,
you gotta
Alex
get his one.
Trebek.
There you go.
Oh shit, bro!
You
fucking,
barely live.
Who was the Bob guy then? He hosted another show. Bob something. Maybe
Bob
that was
Seger?
Maybe that was Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, that was Bob Seger. Yeah. No?
Sorry, there it is. No, hold on.
Just yell at them.
Oh, somebody's playing with a remote control car out there, and I
Go
can
step on it.
can hear it. No. It's good. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Is it my second question?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. What is the name of the fairy in Peter Pan?
Tinkerbell?
You live to see another round.
Okay. How many stars are on the United States flag?
50.
Correct.
Nice. That was a good question.
Good. Yeah.
All right, look,
Yep.
because you're from the Great North, Highland, you
Right.
should know this one. What is a doe?
Oh, it's a deer.
Any specific deer?
A white spotted deer.
That's really specific answer. Like maybe gender
white-tailed
specific?
Deer. Oh, a doe is a female.
There you go.
Yeah.
You
live to see another round.
Thanks, Giga Chad.
Yeah. No problem.
How many states are in the United States?
Oh, official states 50.
Okay, right, because each represent the fucking
Wait, one star, one
Yep.
state.
yeah.
Hey, we should. I feel like we should finally just include Puerto Rico, but people.
Sure.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I think we should at some point.
Right.
Because
I don't know the geography of the United States. I didn't think Puerto Rico was like within.
Yeah, it's American territory.
Well, go invade it. What is?
We already did. No, we're helping them. But yeah, no, it's a U.S. territory as of like
Did not-
1889 or some shit.
Oh, the more you know.
1898. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Okay. Is it my question?
Yeah, it is.
Highland.
How many sides does a triangle have?
3.
Did you really actually have to think about that?
Well, I thought maybe it was like a trick question kind of thing because that's what I was going for on the like how many states are in the the stars in the states.
Look, I'm only gonna ask you this. This isn't an official question, but do you know like what it like the difference between an acute and like an obtuse triangle is? Yeah, that's not a real.
I know. I used to
I know.
when I was in high school. I've never used acute or obtuse in anything in my life.
Same, bro. Same. No, it was like one of my questions and from school, so it was in my head. That's why I wrote that down.
Is it the length of the triangle?
No, it's like an acute is like it has less than a 90-degree angle on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
It's okay. I'm not like smarter. I just literally it's in my book.
No. That's fair. Okay. How many degrees off is true north?
Fuck you, bro. Okay. Let's think about this. So, if in my mind I triangulate the South Star, and the South Star is pointing northwest, true east, to the North Star, facing the dark side of the moon, and the Autobots and the Decepticons are rolling around at a longitude of 29.5. Wait, what was the question again?
How many degrees off is true north?
Oh, 3 degrees.
No, you were actually so close.
What was it?
0.
fuck you. God damn,
And
that's a trick question, huh?
Azimuth value of degree signifies true north, pointing directly towards the geographical North Pole. Similarly, 180 degrees is the direction from the selected location to the geographic South Pole.
It is. It is a trick question, kind of.
Yeah, that's why. Because I was like, what can I use?
That's a good one. That was a really good question. And like, I know you're not going to get my question.
No.
But like, now I'm getting insecure about the question I'm going to ask you. That was a really good question. God damn it.
I was watching a documentary on
whatever.
True South.
Whatever, dude. Okay, look. Here it is for all the beans because I'm about to get killed off.
Right.
Who is the author of Jurassic Park?
Oh my god, dude. R.L. Stein. That's not my answer. I was just joking. Fucking dude, it's obviously Ridley Scott.
Who the fuck is Ridley Scott, bro?
I don't know. I actually like I probably know this like director too. Or you said author?
Author.
There's a book?
'Twas a book first, sir.
Oh my god. I'm so dead.
Oh no, I hit the wrong fucking one. I forgot.
We got the baby.
We
got the baby. I got the babied on before I died.
That's the one I was gonna go for.
I got the babied on before I died. This is actually the most embarrassing death ever. Yeah, I'm just going with fucking what did I say before?
You said Scott Ridley and
yeah,
R.L.
but I also
Stein.
said another one. Yeah, fucking R.L. Steins. Shit. Who is it?
Michael Crichton.
I actually never heard of him.
Yeah, that's really all I know him for. No, yeah, that's really all I know. He did a lot of other shit.
Well, now he's a murderer because I'm dead.
Yeah, and so am I. Fuck you, True North, or whatever you said, or True South.
No, True North.
Fuck you. All right, guys, thank you so much. This has been the Dudes Connect rendition of the Squid Games. If you haven't watched it, it's obviously on Netflix. We're obviously sponsored by Netflix, so they're going to pay us a big chunk of change because you've watched this and listened to it. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, we're also on Apple and Spotify, so if you're ever on the go, pop us in. Don't forget to follow and subscribe and do whatever you do there. We love the shit out of you. Bye.
Bye. Deuces.